Trevelyan, can you ever remember another time when a government has jumped into its chauffeur-driven car and drove that car right into a brick wall, knowing the brick wall was there?
No, it was an extraordinary event, but I think...
Why did they do it?
The reality is that in order for the EU to understand just how unacceptable that withdrawal agreement proposition was, it really had to be put to a vote. Now, the challenge is knowing that it's going to be defeated. That is, as you say, a very odd thing to do from a parliamentary perspective. But actually, I think with that, I mean, brutally clear, 230 majority against it, the EU can be in no doubt that, and as everyone through the 8 days of speeches said, fundamentally the backstop, this unilateral control by the EU, that rule-taking framework is unacceptable. And we have to hope that the Prime Minister will now, in a way that she hasn't before, been incredibly robust in standing up for the British voice rather than trying to appease in that broader sense.
Coming out of Brussels this morning, as it was the day before the vote and on the run-up too, is that in legal terms, the backstop is not for changing.
Well, and that's why we have to have that conversation with them. Well, you would expect the Commission to, stay where they were, as you say, 48 hours before. There's no sudden shift.
They've not changed since the vote.
No, so they now await, as they've said very clearly this morning in the European Parliament, they await the UK to come forward with what it is they want. I mean, I think there is a very strong sense that the Prime Minister has not been speaking in those robust terms, certainly in the way that those of us who are Brexiteers would like to explain how we want to make progress. And the reality is that, and I'm sure we'll come on to it, that the no-deal alternative, the default position, if we can't get there, is a really powerful tool in actually moving this question forward so that we can get a withdrawal agreement which functions for the vast majority of Parliament.
Can we